Are you one of those women who just can't help taking care of everything and everyone? I did this for years. But doing work for others can be a bad habit that will keep you from getting raises and promotions, and it keeps others from developing their skills and becoming great leaders. Stay tuned for my tips on how to stop this bad habit today.
Welcome to this episode of Smart Leadership with your host, speaker, author, and influencer, Beth Caldwell.
You know, nurturing is a natural trait for women. We don't like to see anyone suffering or struggling. Many years ago, I worked in the social services field, and in that job, I never saw those files as pieces of paper. I viewed each file as a family waiting for help. I often stayed at work late and took things home with me to do in the evenings. When my coworkers would let their work pile up, I often absorbed the overload without being asked. Yep, I just took over. I did their work for them. I didn't get paid any more, and they didn't get paid any less, and they never complained. You see, I had this superpower of doing things quickly and being able to handle many things at one time. When I became exhausted, I would just remind myself of the families who were counting on me. Their problems were much more serious than being tired. Well, of course, I eventually burned out, and I soon began to resent my coworkers. I was doing their work and mine. They didn't seem to mind at all. After all, they never asked for my support. Now, my intentions were good. I never planned to cause resentment, dysfunction, or burnout. I was trying to help out. I was trying to be nice and be recognized as a valuable and dedicated employee. But that backfired. And when I finally left that organization, I was angry, frustrated, burned out, and completely exhausted. I wound up leaving that company worse off than it was when I first arrived. Do you tend to take on work that is not yours? Are you, like me, a little too helpful? When we do this at work, we not only prevent ourselves from getting promotions and raises, we also keep others from learning how to do their work well by themselves. And you know, moms do the same things when they finish homework or projects for their children, or when they have difficult conversations for their kids instead of with their kids. Now, if I could go back in time and change things at my old job, I would definitely do things very differently. Instead of taking over, I might offer suggestions. Perhaps I could have created a resource list that could be shared with the entire agency or even multiple agencies. Today I think back and I think maybe I could have created a forum where ideas for solving tough problems could be discussed by leaders, and we could have gained input from several sources. I could have also made it a point to leave work on time and enjoy my vacation time that I had earned. That would have modeled strong boundaries and a sensible but professional work ethic. Well, I can't change what I've done in the past, but today I do my best to work smart and be sensible. Now, if you find yourself in a situation where you are doing all the work for everybody at work and you're solving everybody's problems yourself, this can be fixed. The first step is being aware, and I don't want you to beat yourself up. Remember that your intentions were good, and being aware of the problem is the most important part of changing it. From now on, I want you to resist the urge to do things for others, especially when they can and should be doing things themselves. You have to let go, though, of your perfectionist tendencies, and you need to remind yourself that it took you a while before you got really good at doing these tasks yourself. Remember, other people are watching you. You are their role model for leadership and professionalism and integrity. Make sure you represent great, healthy boundaries. I'll see you next time with more tips on being a smart and influential leader.
Thank you for watching Smart Leadership with Beth Caldwell. For more leadership tips and to learn about having Beth inspire and motivate your audience, visit bethcaldwell.com. Also, browse the other shows found on this Biz TV Shows network.